How do you think people who achieve these like insane levels of wealth? What does it take for someone to get there?
I think, increasing your financial literacy, right? Being
You got
able
to
to,
know how the game works.
right,
It's all the
exactly.
game, right?
It is. Like the game of money can be learned, but it's a long process, and it takes strategy, just like how we strategize with trading. If you want to strategize to build wealth, there's things in place, there's things that you can do on a daily basis.
There's loopholes.
Exactly. But it's one of those things like where you have to build a foundation brick by brick. It's just not it's not because you want to be wealthy and 1 year later you're wealthy. It's those little steps that you take in between to build that up, and it just so happens to hit 1 year and it goes exponential growth, right? Like, people with those Roth IRAs or investing wise, or, if you get into a real estate, purchase that, you put down a lump sum of money first, but you start building that cash flow, recuperate that money back, build equity up, and then pull that out on a HELOC. I mean, there's different ways, right? But it comes down to that financial literacy. Like, do you know how to make money in the first place?
Aside from that, though, like let's talk about the beingness. Who do you have to be able to achieve that, right?
Right.
What kind of person do you have to be?
I think a real person, right? You got to be real, can't be fake. I think even now I have to check myself sometimes on some fakeness I can do, as far as like I tell people, man, you need to work out, be healthy, and I'll miss a day in the gym. Or, hey, if you don't want to gain so much weight, you have to have a better diet. And I'm over here getting Buffalo Wild Wings, right? I feel like that's some little fakeness.
The Buffalo Wild Wings. It's always like it tastes so good, it looks so good, and then a couple hours later, it's just like you just start regretting it for some reason.
Right, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like it was a little too good. Like,
yeah, it's those little details, bro, like that.
It throws you off.
Yeah, it does. Like, and I'm trying to still work on that every day. It's just try to be as real as I can for myself.
But it's buy one, get one free on Tuesdays.
Right. That's how they get you, bro. That's how they get you.
Free.
Hey, I need those deals.
Shit. Man. But so yeah, tell me about your culture and everything like that.
So I am Chinese and Cambodian. And so my mom's Chinese. My mom's Cambodian, my dad's Chinese. Come from an Asian family. Typical Asian family, bro. Like they came overseas here, thankfully, to give us a better opportunity in life. But they came as laborer workers and still working at warehouses to this day.
Yeah.
So as far as like, speaking the English language, they didn't learn it as well. So they tell me all the time, if they knew English, man, they'll kill it. Because both my parents, they're really hard workers, bro. And when you have great work ethic, I feel like you can get really far in life, no matter if you can speak the language or not, right? Yeah. There's a lot of people out here who are successful, can't speak English, but you wonder how they're so successful, because that work ethic, it's not a language. It's something that is in you that you do. And that's what they instilled in me.
Yeah, I mean, the Asian culture is much different than the American culture.
Yeah.
100%.
Right. It can be very strict too, though. Like when I was growing up and I was going to college, I did not finish college, but my mom wanted me to finish and become a doctor, no matter what. You got to become a doctor. That's how you make money. You got to become a doctor. Yeah, that's how you make money. And, I understood that it is job security. They do make money.
But you knew.
Yeah, but I knew I wanted something. Yeah, I wanted something more for myself. I've seen some videos of people owning their own business, making their dreams come true. The American dream, right? Actually building something, creating jobs, and in return you get, money for that. And, being a doctor and still helping out people, it was a great idea for sure. But
it seems better than it is, right? The reality, like it in theory, it seems better than the reality.
But I had to disappoint my mom, and I told her I'm not going to finish college, and I'm just going to try to start a business up and see how that goes. And since then, I've tried to start like maybe like 7, 8 businesses so far.
Let's hear all of them.
I've washed cars. That was my.
I did that too.
Yeah, one of my first business. I sell T-shirts, and then along with those T-shirts, I try to sell gym courses, because I was a big gym rat. I'm still a gym rat too, but back then I loved teaching people, and I thought I had
education.
Yeah, I thought I had something in me as far as educating people on how to transform their bodies. I did like construction work, like very minor construction work, just me and some guys doing some paint jobs.
What did you learn from being around those guys in the construction? Like, what was their mindset? You could tell they had a specific mindset, huh?
Yeah, but my guys they did the job. So it's kind of like they still didn't want more from themselves. They just had a task in front of them and they'll just take care of that task. I haven't met anyone, I lied. I have met some people in the community where they had their own construction company and they were like the best middleman ever. They knew how to put the jobs together. Someone needed something done, they had the person to do it, combined together, and they took the difference every single time. And I like that because it was so easy to...
It's just your networking.
Yeah, exactly. You're just networking. Yeah, and I just love the entrepreneur aspect of everything, is of just creating your own money, right? I didn't think I was super smart, but I know I'm not that dumb, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, I know I can create some money. I know I can create jobs. I know I can create a legacy that I can pass down to my kids and be known for something, you know?